me one moment, just making sure everything is set up. I'm just going to bring up satellite imagery right here. Just give me 1 minute. I am not quite set up 100% right now. I did not get any of my satellite imagery set up either. I was getting all these other websites in, so that didn't work the best. But you know, that's how things can work sometimes, you know. At least now I don't have that problem where, you know, you see black all over the screen. Let's go to satellite. It's amazing. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Visible. So here is Typhoon In-fa, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just gonna bring a dude's close. Actually, I think he gave me. Come to think of it, he did give me some satellite, which is just wonderful. But while this is waiting, I'm just going to look at this until that loads. So I kind of wanted to give a update on Typhoon In-fa. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The Hurricane Watching is here with your latest update on Typhoon In-fa and the tropics. Today we're going to be talking about Typhoon In-fa. As you can see right here along China, right here, we're starting to get these outer bands making their way into eastern China. Shanghai is one of the more major cities, and why is this not playing? Oh, is it? What's going on here? Why is technology not working with me today? There we go. So as you can see right here, right in this area, there's the center circulation rotation. So it is stalling right here, okay? And then it's going to start to move up and then make its turn that direction. We do believe between Monday and Tuesday it's going to make landfall. However, we will be doing live streaming, and we will be doing a continuous live stream as when this does make landfall. And we will be talking about this system throughout the entirety of its landfall. So again, it's going to be going through here. It's stalling right now. You can see in the past 2 hours, it has moved very little to it has not moved at all in the past 2 hours. Let's just go in the past 6 hours just so you can really see how little that this system has moved. So this is just in the past 6 hours, and this will help us give an idea of how little that the storm has moved. So as you can see, Shanghai is right in this region. Here's the storm center right here. You can see all these bands moving over China right now. And given that, now that we're seeing all these bands, you know, moving over the Chinese continent right now, we're starting to see a lot more heavy rain. We're starting to see a lot more gusty winds with some of these rain bands. And so they're really right here along the coast. Really what I'm concerned about. I actually want to zoom in just south of Shanghai. Let me just move this up. Yeah. So there you go. You can really see, again, there's that center of circulation right here. You can really see that rotating. You're getting some really strong, probably tropical storm force winds right along here of the eastern Chinese coast. Again, here's Shanghai right in this area right here. And then you have this just to the south where you're starting to get that convection. You can see that burst of convection right in this area really starting to blow towards the east. And they're starting to see, or towards the west, I should say, into eastern China. And it's starting to affect that area. And there's going to see some gusty winds, definitely some heavy rain. But that eye is still pretty relatively big, as you can see right there. So very, very gusty winds, strong winds in this part of China. So I'm actually going to try to go right on over here if I can find it. It only loads when you're on the website, I see. If I move south, and then right here, and then right here, right? Okay. We're just going to do a little bit right here. Just kind of want to give an idea. I know this isn't the easiest to see, but just we have an idea. There's the center of circulation right there. Then you have the eastern coast of China right here. Right there, and then Shanghai's right up there. And this storm is kind of stalling out right here, and then it's going to move toward Shanghai, China. It's going to probably make landfall near or just to the south of Shanghai, China. And this is where we're going to see some really strong winds. But again, the biggest threat with this system is really going to be the flooding. We're going to see some storm surge with this. We're going to certainly be seeing some flames. So I really kind of just wanted to talk about the fact that the storm is going to produce a lot of dangerous wind, gusty winds, heavy rain. Certainly some flooding is definitely going to be a huge possibility. So again, I do believe it's got winds between 75 and 80. I'm not sure. Might be only 75 mile an hour winds, but there you go. You can kind of see it just spinning right there, right off the coast of China, bringing those heavy rain bands into China, farther inland to the Chinese coastline. So it's really just incredible how powerful these storms can be. And even though this storm isn't specifically powerful, another storm that was relatively weak and not a really powerful hurricane was Hurricane Ike, making landfall in Galveston in 2008. It was only a Category 2 with winds of 110, but it brought Category 4 like storm surge because of how big it was. And it brought in a lot of water into the Galveston coast. So even though storms, even if we don't have big storms, Hurricane Florence in 2018, making landfall there near in North Carolina, United States, brought tremendous amount of rain just because it was moving slow. And these tropical systems can bring a lot of rain. Oftentimes, these tropical systems, the biggest threat is in fact flooding. Yes, they can bring storm surge, like we saw with Hurricane Laura in 2020, Hurricane Michael in 2018, Hurricane Dorian in 2019, Hurricane Maria in 2017, Hurricane Irma in 2017. And so yes, these storms can bring a lot of wind and storm surge, but oftentimes the biggest killer of these systems, in fact, is flooding. So if you're in the path of this storm and you have a chance to get out, best is to get out of the way. Always better to assume the worst, that this would be a powerful storm and there's a chance of you dying. Get out of harm's way while you can before it is too late. I don't know what the laws are like in China. I don't know if they have, I assume they have roads they can take to get out of China, but if you can get out of harm's way, please get out of harm's way. There you go. You kind of see that storm making its way. Hasn't really moved far. This is in the past 16 hours and 10 minutes. This is a 16-hour frame, so it has moved up. But as you can see, the last few frames, it just kind of stalled right there off the coast of China. And it's just going to stay right... It's just going to sort of stay right in this area until it begins to move towards the west. So move that, and it's going to make that turn to the northwest, and then eventually towards the west as it makes its way into China and bring in torrential rainfall and very, very heavy rain. Potentially catastrophic rainfall. Again, the other day we were seeing up to 30 to 40 inches of rain. We were seeing 11 to 1,200 millimeters of rain was likely for parts just to the south and to the west of Shanghai, China. Could see up to 1,100 millimeters of rain. That is 40 to 45 inches of rain. Just absolutely catastrophic. Reminds me a lot like Harvey. Harvey dropped over 33 trillion gallons of water over the Houston metro area in 2017. And same with Florence in 2018. Just brought in a huge amount of rain. Just catastrophic. So right now, Hurricane Watch Team is giving, we're estimating that the winds are about 85 miles per hour. I'm going to bring the bigger satellite imagery so we have a better idea of the structure of the storm. Kind of hard to see it from this view. About 85 miles per hour, 958 millibars. Like 958 for a Category 1 hurricane is just impressive. Usually Category 1 hurricanes have an air pressure of about 990 millibars. Not 958 millibars. That's Category 3 status right there. But truly just an incredible storm. Going to zoom out a little bit so we can get... there's that storm, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Next storm we're going to be talking about is going to be... got another storm we're going to have to be talking about today. But here's the latest satellite imagery on Typhoon In-fa. They're just right off the coast of China. Bringing those heavy rains. I'm going to actually see if I can do... I don't know why I wouldn't be able to, but I think I can actually do radar. Please tell me I can do radar. Wonderful. It doesn't do it. It doesn't block it out. Okay, good. I fixed it. Happy about that. Really, really happy about that. So I just kind of wanted to talk about the radar and the current flooding. I don't know if there's a website that there is out there. I should probably go to the Chinese meteorological agency and see what they're saying about Typhoon In-fa, because I mean, this is making landfall in one of their most biggest and most populous cities in the entire country. So that's. Just kind of moving slow. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. Okay. Just start going and see what we got here. I might have to speed it up. But yeah, you can really see the so here's the eye right down here, which means Shanghai is just right in this region, right over here, and we're starting to get those really heavy onshore flow, just coming over here and just moving over China. So you can see these yellows and oranges. That's heavier rain. If you see anything reds, that's where we're really going to start to see some of that heaviest rain. So you can really see some of these oranges down here, and it's sort of moving in this direction. As you can kind of see that right now, moving in that general direction. The storm is just pretty much stalled right off the coast of China, producing a lot of heavy rain. Just incredible amount of flooding that the storm is causing. So as you can really see, look at those heavy bands of rain. Just incredibly dangerous. Okay. Which one is this for? Okay. This is infrared satellite imagery. I wish I could do a loop, but I can't. So, okay, this is going to be really helpful. I can't really do a loop and talk about it. It kind of sort of sucks because this is not really how this website works. I don't think I can do a loop. Let me look here. There's no play button, so I can't just do a loop, unfortunately. So I think I have to do this. I'll have to be like, alright, well, it's not gonna work, because we're gonna get this here. According to this, looks like 36 hours. But again, we do have this system, which over Tokyo, we have this other system there. That could certainly be a problem. We're still expected to bring quite a bit of heavy rain. Doesn't look very organized. I do want to talk about that also. Oops, not what I meant to click on. I meant to go right on over here. So I just kind of want to give in my own general opinion in terms of how much rain that people over here could in fact see. I know y'all can't really see what I want y'all to see, but this really, it's not the easiest to work with. So you kind of see some areas seeing, now this should be in inches. This is in fact in inches. So you can kind of see 12 inches. Some areas seeing up to a foot of rain. This does seem to be taking just to the south of Shanghai. So it's sitting over here, and it's going to still move in this general direction like this. And then again, some areas could see 16 to 17 inches of rain. Let's just go straight into 96 hours. Look at that. We're talking over 20 inches of rain. Oh, see how much rain that will be. Look at that, y'all. We go all the way to hour 360. In the next several days. I set it to today. Fudge. That's so stupid. I set my alarm for today, not next Friday. I'll have to deal with that later. But one of the biggest things I wanted to point out was the fact that we're seeing over 40 inches of rain. Now, it's really hard to actually zoom in. I can't see this from all the way back where I'm standing. I have like clearly bad eyesight. It's kind of blurry. So as you kind of see right up here, oh, well, not right there. Right there, Shanghai, China. Right up there, Shanghai, China. And you're seeing this entire thing right here, where we're seeing all this heavy rain right in this area. That's over 20 inches of rain. But right in these areas, in the middle of that, is where people could see up to 40 inches of rain. We could be seeing 3 to 4 feet of rain. Definitely. Several feet of rain is definitely possible. So again, catastrophic flooding is imminent with this system. Torrential rainfall. Now again, the winds, not going to be the biggest threat. Now there are going to be up to 70 to 80 mile an hour sustained winds. They will do some damage. When it rains really heavy, right when it rains really heavy, you know, the ground gets wet, it gets very saturated, things are much easier. It may only take a 60 mile an hour wind gust to knock the tree completely over. And so people may get, you know, houses are going to get damaged. You know, even though this isn't just a catastrophic, you know, general, you know, textbook example, Category 5 hurricane, like Hurricane Irma, Hurricane Dorian, Hurricane Michael, Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Andrew of 1992, Hurricane Wilma of 2005. You know, it's not a really powerful hurricane. I think Wilma was 2005. It's not a really powerful hurricane. In terms of wind speed and storm surge, won't be the biggest issue. Flooding will be the biggest issue. Now there will be some storm surge, which is going to add to that flooding. This is rainfall. This is rainfall. This has nothing to do with storm surge. Alright? So I gotta figure out if I can find out a storm surge map and talk about the storm surge along the coastline. It's not the coastline, is it? Along the coastline of China right here. Because the storm surge could also be a problem along with the heavy rain and the flooding. So you can kind of see in this sort of period, it just sort of stays in this general region. It's just an incredible amount of flooding is possible with this system. It is going to be just incredible, pretty catastrophic in terms of the flooding. Lives are going to be in danger. If you do not evacuate, there's a chance that you could lose your life. And this is something to take seriously. 40 inches of rain is a big possibility given how slow the storm is moving. I'm not trying to scare anyone. I'm just trying to give out the facts and what the models are showing. 40 inches of rain, absolutely life-threatening right at this point. So again, there's the system right there. You can kind of see it moving just off the coast of China. There it is. You good? We good? Nope, we're not good. Don't want that happening. But there's the system right off the coast of China right there. Just became nighttime right in that area, but nevertheless, there it is. There's that system. As you can see, just kind of stalling there right off the coast of China right now. Still producing a lot of heavy rain and gusty winds in that general area right now. Right, let's continue to, what are these? Okay. This is another system I wanted to talk about. There's this other system that is possibly able to, well, it has developed, actually I'm going to go to the Joint Typhoon Warning Center because I forgot the name of it. There's Infos. I don't know why it still says the 23rd. Something is wrong with, this. I don't want, alright, let's keep going. Nepartak. This is as of the other day. This is the latest from the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. They're saying winds, it's going to be a relatively weak system. Not going to be anything super strong. Not going to be anything, you know, like, oh, a 70 mile an hour drop. Well, that's 70 miles, not super strong. It's not going to be anything, like, incredibly powerful, okay? It's not going to be a 180 mile an hour hurricane slamming into Japan. It's going to be relatively weak, but we still have to watch out for the rain. Even though, do not underestimate these systems. Tropical Storm Alice out of 2001 moved in Texas area, producing a lot of rain, causing a lot of flooding. We get even tropical waves moving in areas can cause a lot of flooding. So I didn't need to talk about this too. I was told I need to show this. Okay. Yes, I know I'm being a reply. Yeah. Present. Maybe. Come on. Okay. Give me 1 second. Alright, I gotta go to the Japan Center. That sounded weird. Heavy rain and typhoon. There isn't just like stuff about the storm in general. Like, no. Tropical cyclone information. So here's that system right there. This does not give a very good, very hard. I'm trying to find, oh, weather warnings. That's where I need to go, is look at the weather warnings and talk about the warnings. If any warnings. Okay. Now I know what to do. Okay. Weather warnings and advisories. Let's talk about the weather warnings and advisories, if any. Okay. There's a storm surge advisory already. It's pretty far inland. Look at that. Okay. What did I just do? Okay. So as you can see here, pull this up. Son of a gun, I just messed that up. This isn't easy. Okay. Well. Heavy rain and typhoon. Nationwide information. Well then. That's the radar. Storm surge. So this kind of gives us, you know, we can look at every, so these are the areas that have storm surge. But I also need to look at the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. So I'm actually going to go that also right now. So that's the latest forecast track right there. Let's see what they're saying about Nepartak. Biggest threat will not be wind. I'm going to emphasize that. Biggest threat will not be wind. Okay, we are spending all day here. I'm going to get right into this, see what they're showing here. Oh Lord, am I tired? This end. As you can kind of see right down here, you can kind of have an idea of where the storm is going to go. They're actually expecting it to mainly be this region of Japan right in here. That could be mainly affected. Basically the northern and to the north and to the eastern part of Japan could be affected. It's not really easy to use this with the green screen. Is this Nepartak? This must be Nepartak. leg broken? What's going on? No, I'm good. Can I do this? Will this work? Please. Oh, it's because it's nighttime? Nope. Oh, wait, yeah, this will work. I like this one for some reason. Don't ask me why, 'cause I don't know. Should be okay. Still waiting for this thing to load. While it's loading, I'm just gonna sort of talk about the humidity and the moisture in the atmosphere right now. As you can kind of see, right in this region, that's where the center of the storm is at. There's a lot of moisture. Now you can see right over here, there's a little bit of dry air. It doesn't seem to be getting sucked into it at all. It pretty much looks to be like a what I would call a moisture bubble all around the system right now, allowing the system to compact, not really compact like this, but just have some moisture all around it. Not a lot of dry air. Closest dry air is way over here. This is just going to make its way towards Japan, if this is the system I'm thinking it is. Which it is, I'm pretty sure. It's not far from being finished. Oh, I wish we were higher. Holy crap. So I'm going to wait for this to start going, and until then I'm just going to sort of talk about the fact that the system, as you can see right there, it's going to go through some more convection, and right now the biggest thing that I'm mainly worried about is the fact that flooding, is going to be a big possibility now, given that Japan is hosting the Summer Olympics. Let me see what my... Oh, this is 9080. Okay. Okay, this is 9080. I thought this, I'm like, this doesn't look like Nepartak, but I might be wrong. This is 9080. Okay. That's why. 9080, okay, I don't want to talk about 98E yet. That's great. At all. I wanted to talk about... I don't think we can see anything like that. I'm just going to go straight over to satellite. That's why. Okay, that was totally not embarrassing, right? So again, there's Tokyo, Japan right up here. Okay, this is the system I wanted to talk about. Okay, I was wondering what was going on. So here's the system right through here. And then if we look over here, here's Tokyo, Japan. Here's Tokyo, Japan, right in that area. All right. The system is going to continue to develop, kind of move in a direction, and then move this way, sort of make its way towards northeastern Japan. But again, there's the satellite imagery, and then it's going to produce some pretty heavy rain and some flooding. Flooding concerns are definitely flooding concerns are something that, well, we're all concerned of. So this right here, we're talking about Invest 9080. I don't know why I said this was. I mean, this is Nepartak. The other one was Invest 9080. Don't ask me how I got them mixed up. I just did. We all make mistakes, all right? It's called life. We're not perfect. Or at least I'm not perfect. And then this over here is Invest 9080. Right there. There you go, you can see it right there. I'm gonna actually move right over. So then there's Invest 9080. Wish my internet was a little bit faster than I could stream with high resolution and stuff. Alright, so now we're talking about Invest 9080. Invest 9080E is not going to pose a threat to anyone, not even Hawaii. Hawaii is thousands of miles to its west, well, hundreds to 1,000 miles, so yeah. Really long ways away. There's no threats with Invest 9080 at all, whatsoever. Just something to talk about. Just something out there that they're monitoring to see what it's going to do. But there it is. You can really see it's gotten a lot more conduction. Now we're going to be talking about the thing that everyone's been here to want to talk about, probably, if you're from America, especially Florida. Invest 90L. Now, before I say anything else, regardless of the development of Invest 90L, the biggest threat from this will not be wind at all. The biggest threat from this system will be by far heavy rain and flooding. It's be a rainmaker, it will not be a wind maker or a storm surge maker. Flooding by far will be the biggest threat for sure. Here is this is Invest 9080E. I just want to say a little bit more about Invest 9080 until I move on to Invest 90L, just to kind of have an idea. So again, it doesn't really turn into much of anything. It doesn't look like. We go to hour 60. There it is, just the south. Doesn't. I hope it doesn't make landfall in Hawaii, or I would have been wrong. Oh my god, that is so embarrassing. I think it's the system right there. 129. Yeah, no effects. And then we have this way out here, which that's gonna be interesting for sure. There's 150. 160 hours. Yeah, nothing. Rainfall rates. Let's see what they're saying for rainfall rates. Let's just go straight into 30 hours. See, there's the system right there. You sort of have to go in time pretty far. Really doesn't do a lot though. Mainly a lot of heavier rain farther well to the south. I'm mainly just seeing what they're seeing, looking at for Hawaii. Not seeing anything. 68 hours. Some rain there. I can actually zoom into this part of Hawaii. Let's just look at the big island Hawaii just so we have an idea. Okay, not seeing nothing. But there is some rain over Hawaii. As you can see, 6 to 7 inches. Maybe that's 5 to 6 inches. If we go straight out to 240 hours. If we go straight out to 240 hours, you can see right in the south area, 13 to 14 inches. Now, I don't know if this is from the system. Now, if I zoom out, maybe that will give us a better idea if it is from the system. I gotta zoom out some more. It's truthfully hard to tell because it looks like it dissipates way out here. Truthfully, it's hard to tell if that is actually from it, but they're showing nearly 14 inches of rain in that specific region. So, I'm going to click on this one. I'm going to click on satellite images. I'm going to click on... Wait, yeah, let's zoom way out. And and move over to the United States and sort of talk about what we're seeing with Invest 90L, because Invest 90L certainly has a lot of people's attention right now, hopefully. People should definitely be paying attention to this system. So there it is. Lots of heavy rain. So I'm going to see if I can do... There's that. Can't do that one. That's like basically the same thing I just saw. Can't do that one. I'm assuming I can't do this one now. Like, which ones can I do? Can I only do water vapor? Because that seems to be... Alright, we'll do water vapor. Maybe. Okay then. Let's do... What if we just did 2 hours? Let's see how this looks at just 2 hours. Give it some time to get going, and then we'll talk about it. Maybe we'll talk about it. Woo! Look at that moisture in the atmosphere. Lots of energy, lots of convection, lots of heavy rain over Marsh Harbor and Freeport. They're in the Bahamas. So looks like this is sort of just stalled out over this region of the Atlantic. And then my biggest concern is that if it stalls out here, some models are in fact showing it bringing it back towards, the Gulf of Mexico, and others are just saying it's just going to move out to sea, which would be great. But right now, it looks like there's some heavy rain. There's definitely a lot of convection down there over the Bahamas, which is definitely going to produce quite a bit of heavy rain for sure. Hold up. Let me look at what they're saying for the intensity for 90L. Give me 1 second. So right now for Invest 90L, the Hurricane Watch team is saying it's currently we think it has went about 30 miles per hour. Minimum air pressure about 1,013 millibars. And roughly about a 70% chance of development in the next 48 hours, and a 70% chance of development in the next 5 days. So there it is. As you can see, that system. You can really see that convection. Almost looks like some shear going this direction. You can kind of see that shear. So you can see this storm clouds being sort of sheer to the south, causing some pretty heavy rain developing over Marsh Harbor and Freeport, and moving southward through the Bahama Islands. You can see there's that cold front moving through here and up through here. It's a jet stream. You can see some dry air up here, some dry air down here, and then obviously this dry air right down there. So definitely some dry air all around the system, but not incredibly dry, but currently a lot of heavy rain with this system. Heavy rain and flooding is going to be the biggest threat with Invest 90L. See a lot of heavy rain. We're going to see a lot of flooding That's really going to be the biggest threat. So I'm going to go take a look at the radar, and then we're probably going to wait if anyone has any comments, questions, or concerns, and then we're going to cut off the stream. And again, if you still weren't able to ask your question, you can still go in the chat, or go in the not the comment section. Yeah, the comment section. There you go. Almost thought I said description. You can go in the comment section and comment your question below, and I will also answer it there too. I try to look at it like every day, all the time. I'm surprised there's not a lot more rain, but an incredible. This is just an incredible amount of lightning. These are all just flashes of lightning, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of lightning right over just to the north of Freeport and Marsh Harbor. So incredible amount of lightning. I actually put this on stop. It's just an incredible amount of lightning. Every time one of those clicks, there's either lightning. There's actually some lightning going. Must be some kind of storm over there in the northern Gulf of Mexico there. Well, you can really just see it is quite a bit of lightning right over this area of just to the north of the Bahamas. So there's just an incredible amount of lightning. Lots of thunder, lots of rain, flooding. It's just gonna be, I would even say evacuate for this, because the Bahamas are very low-lying islands. There's not a lot of altitude, not a lot of height with the mountain. There's no mountains. They're not like 7,000. There's not a 10,000-foot mountain in the Bahamas. That's not like how we see in the Dominican Republic. There's a 10,000-foot mountain in the Dominican Republic. There's that lightning. I'm going to go to, and that rain and thunder. I need to go to, you can actually see the low level center of circulation. Still pretty broad, but it's up there. There it is. You can really see it right there. Want to put this into motion? Maybe. There it is. It's very, very lopsided. All the energy is well to the south of that center of circulation. Very hard to tell, but there it is. There's that center of circulation. Not very well defined and very, very difficult to see. If I do this in just the past 6 hours, it'll probably be easier to see that center of circulation. There it is, right there. There's that center of circulation that you can kind of see. Sort of spinning right there. Not super well defined, but you can see it. It is somewhat difficult, but it is there, and you can in fact see it. I'm gonna go and do the past 12 hours. Maybe we can get a better idea of how. So there it is. You can see it right there. Okay. A blurry figure. Alright. But yeah, there it is. You can see the center circulation right there. There's all these clouds right here associated with the front that came off the southeast United States. And that system's right there. And it's going to move, we don't really know it's going to move out to sea. It's going to move over the... It's just, there's so many different things that go into play with predicting tropical systems, especially high pressure. Is a big part of predicting how strong, or really where it's going to go. The intensity depends on the wind shear, the dry air, and how warm the water temperatures are. If there's a lot of tropical cyclone heat potential, the currents in the atmosphere. It's just a lot. But yeah, is there anything else I need to talk about? So there is that system. And my computer's about to turn off, and I don't want that to happen. So aircraft reconnaissance is actually expected to go out today and investigate the system. So that happens, we'll be talking about what they find, or what they have found, or So I'm curious to see what they're gonna find with their system. Very, very lopsided, as you can see. Showers and thunderstorm activity has increased a bit this morning. In association with the broad low pressure system located about 200 miles. Actually, I could just read this off my phone. I just need to go to the National Hurricane Center. I don't know why. Oh, I need to read it off there. No, I don't. I just got the National Hurricane Center. So, showers and thunderstorm activity has increased a bit this morning in association with the low pressure system located about 200 miles east of Daytona Beach, Florida. Nearby buoy observations also indicate that the surface pressure is falling close to the center of the system. So basically what they're saying is they might have to go out and investigate the system right off the coast of Daytona Beach, Florida. If that happens, I will let you all know. I'll do updates, kind of talk about what this system, what they found with the system, what's going on with the system. But if anyone has any other comments, questions, or concerns, feel free. Okay, hello Tanya. Okay, go to the GFS. Not really gonna say anything. I mean, GFS isn't the most accurate model, but okay. If y'all want me to, I will. I've been streaming for how long? Practically an hour. Try to keep these under an hour, but that ain't gonna happen. Regions. Let's take a look at the storm right off the southeast coast of the United States. So again, they're estimating about 1,014 millibars. It shows that it just falls apart. Clearly, you can see it doesn't do nothing. GFS shows nothing from the system. Absolutely nothing, ladies and gentlemen. Kind of incredible sometimes how they don't show anything. It's funny that they're not showing much of anything. Like, they're showing not much activity even into August. And I'm like, are we gonna have a dead season? And if we do, great. I'm glad people don't have to fear for their lives about a hurricane. But you know, it's good that no one has to fear. But who knows? I want my predictions to be accurate. I don't know what that says. Hello, how you doing? Trying to get over here and get this over here. Just incredible. Practically no storms. We do get a tropical wave there coming right off the coast of the United States. I mean, off the coast of Africa. But nothing really impressive. I'm going to go to the East Pacific and sort of talk about what they're showing over there. Because I'll guarantee that's a little bit more interesting. Oh. It's possibly that it could become a tropical storm, but nothing super duper big. But that next storm could be something to look out for. You go 1006, 1004, 990, 980, and then we have this huge system. Which, well, would it be surprised if another, Felicia, question mark, new Felicia? There it is, just sitting right off the coast. Well, right off the coast, several hundred to 1,000 miles off the coast of Mexico. But there you go, you can see it there. Very, very powerful system, 947 millibars. Very, very powerful system there. Another out-to-sea system, but will certainly be something interesting for us to be watching. Also, my camera isn't tall enough. Oh, I can make my camera taller. Well, I'm going to be working with this right after we're done with everything over here. So y'all can actually see my face, and I don't have to be like, my head isn't cut off. I don't have to be like, you know, so. That system is definitely something we're going to be watching out for. Now, this is pretty far in the future. Again, over 300 hours out in the future. So, not saying it's going to happen, not saying it won't happen, but it's pretty early to say that it will happen. They are saying it is to develop. We still got to get through all these other systems. So this system, and then we have this other system, and then this other system, and then maybe another system. Alright, so that's it for today, guys. If anyone has any other comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to go in the chat below. Let us know what your questions are, and we will get them to y'all, to your questions as soon as possible. But with all that being said, that's it for today, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, and I will be talking to y'all later today. With all that being said, have a wonderful rest of your morning. Peace out. And I have a text. Don't wrap up. Okay, I am not gonna wrap up yet. Just been told not to wrap up. They got some more. I have a team, sort of. I guess you could say I have a team. I need to get my camera higher up because I can't actually get as much my face as I want to. But that would be great. So hopefully they're gonna. Let's see what they're gonna say. If I need to say anything else. Look at the links above. Okay. Thought I did look at the links above. Let me see. Okay. Alright, hold on, let me get out of this because I want to make sure I actually have some room in here. Because I have apparently I have a few more things that I need to show, which is absolutely fine. Not a problem at all. So, okay, this is the multi-model for the Invest 90L, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and then... Wait, maybe that was what I just clicked on. Alright, back to what I was saying. Whew. Okay, so as you can see, some of the models saying, oh, it's going to go into the Gulf of Mexico. Others are saying it's going to kind of ride the coast and then move off the coast of North Carolina. Some are saying it's going to go back to Georgia, South Carolina, and in that case, it's just going to flood this whole place, and it's just going to be a disaster. It's going to be a mess. It's going to be a terrible mess. Deep shear layer goes down and then it increases. Sea surface temperatures do generally seem to be increasing, roughly staying the same. Mid-level relative humidity, unfortunately, seems to be, fortunately, I should say, 60% or less. Humidity-wise, flooding-wise, gonna have to go through these. A majority of the floodings. Let's see if I can just move this direction. As this loads, I'm trying to get this to load. Talk about So let's just go straight to 240 because this is taking forever. So generally, by the time this finally gets its way out of here, probably there's gonna be a lot of heavy rain. A lot of heavy rain. As you can see, and now this just shut off. I need you to stay on for me. Stay on for me. Perfect. So as you can see, lots of heavy rain right down here. I'm actually zooming into this area. So as you can kind of see the southern Florida right down here. Right down there, southern Florida, really seeing a lot more heavy rain. And we'll off the coast, well, way out of here, way off in this region right here. You're seeing a lot more heavy rain. Now that is just over water, 11 inches of rain. Down here, there's a little bit, they're having too much rain. Several inches of rain, I would say. 2 to 3 inches of rain. For the Freeport area, Park Harbor. But really, Florida, 3 to 4 inches of rain is likely. So, at times, some areas could see up to half a foot, could see up to 6 inches of rain. So flooding, certainly something that needs to be put on a lookout as. Flooding is going to be a big concern for this area. For the system, flooding is going to be a huge threat. And you can see 3 to 4 inches of rain is definitely possible and very likely with this system. Straight to 30 hours, 57 hours. Truthfully, this doesn't show that the storm develops really into anything. In just 48 hours, it just shows the storm just doesn't even really exist. It just goes back into Jacksonville in that area and just produces a lot of heavy rain. So really not a whole lot to say except, possibly some flooding, Flooding definitely be a concern. But, we will be doing, the Hurricane Watching will be doing live coverage. Talking about hurricane, this storm right here. Typhoon In-fa. In the coming days, we'll be talking about this, giving live coverage, talking about it consistently. The wind won't be a threat. The wind for In-fa will be something for sure, but definitely will be the bigger flooding. For 90L winds 30 to 35 miles an hour. A tropical storm is possible, but I don't really know right now. Tropical storm is still a little eerie right now. I don't know. It doesn't look very well right now. But definitely this system, In-fa, definitely a possibility. I just kind of want to, possibility for In-fa's flooding, high possibility. I just kind of want to go over all the storms once again, and then I'm probably going to cut it out here, and that's going to be it for today. Oh, I got another text. Please, you look at the West Pacific. It's the National Hurricane Center. The NHC West Pacific. Hold up. Is it this? No, it's not. I'll find it, don't worry. There it is. There we go. That's how. Oh wow, they actually do have their own their own forecast positions. Never seen this. A tropical cyclone, a storm, a depression. So as you can see, it is expected to make landfall. Well, according to the National Hurricane Center / the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, expect to make landfall early Sunday morning at about 2 in the morning. Hawaiian Standard Time. Certainly something to talk about. So there you can kind of see the cone right there. I actually want to zoom in on it, so I'm just going to open this as an image. There you go. So as you can kind of see, the cone sort of, so the system's located right there. It's going to move in this direction, then make landfall right there, and then possibly move northward towards, and then that would put Shanghai, fortunately, putting Shanghai on the west side of things, which would be very, very bad and very bad in terms of flooding. No, that side's bad, isn't it? Are we good? We good? We good. This has got to be perfect, and if it's not, so here's the forecast track, moving this direction into China, and then continuing to move in through China and producing very, very heavy rain. So let's go look through the forecast track. So, whoa, wow, wow, that, never seen a wind field that big before. My God, that is like, whoa, what a wind field, y'all. Look at that tropical storm force wind field. Look how big it is. Good Lord, the tropical storm force wind field is huge. That is insane. Usually they're like, the hurricane wind field is like a little dot. It's really tiny. But like I said, it's a big storm. It's a big old storm. That thing is bigger than Taiwan. Taiwan's not a big country anyway, so it doesn't matter. But, Jesus Lord, that tropical storm force wind field is really big. So what's it? Hurricane force or typhoon force wind field? Look at that 75-mile-an-hour sustained winds. That is just incredible. Northwest at 7 miles an hour. That's insane. That's crazy. Look at that. And again, 2 a.m. Sundays once we make landfall. Oh, I know that's that. No. I didn't even know this was an option. So these are the earliest reasonable of tropical storm force winds. Well, guess what? Tropical storm force winds are already imminent in China right now. So here's the center of the storm right there. So I'm just going to kind of move north and then make its way up here. So again, it does look like a stalling point still. It's hard to say. There's Saturday at 2 a.m. There's Friday. The hell? This is kind of late. What's going on here? What is this? Oh, oops, that's from the wrong storm. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, okay, that's that, okay. But wait, I don't understand, I'm confused. So then what is this? Okay then. Trying to get... We got that. I talked about that. Okay. Okay, so this is the cumulative wind history. So this is basically, we talk about the cumulative wind history. So as you can kind of see down here, it started as a tropical storm, came up through here, came through here, intensified to a hurricane, intensified to a typhoon, and made its way through here. And then, well, it should have weakened. It doesn't show that it weakened back to a tropical storm, but it did. Then you can kind of see tropical storm force winds already beginning to affect that part of China right now. So very, very, very impressive. That tropical storm force wind field is, I've never seen a tropical storm force wind field that big. That's that storm. What is this? What are these? Who cares? Does it matter? No. Alright, so here's this other system. Again, this is experimental, so. There's that system down here. There's the location. Well, the location's actually right there. It's expected to make landfall early. I just dropped my microphone. I knocked it over. Wait, can y'all still hear me? What's going on? Darn microphone's in my way. It's fine. It's my fault. It's a break. That's a problem. Okay, we good? Whew. Alright, we all like to see drama going on, right? Okay. Whew. Why does this look like it's leaning? Okay. There we go. Okay. Whew. Bad. Okay, good. Yeah, I accidentally made a mistake. The thing fell off. Anyway, I'm going to take your time about this. Ignore that. I'm going to keep moving on. This is with the wind field. So the wind field, again, like I said, the storm is very lopsided. Honestly, the wind fields are really huge in these storms in the West Pacific. Like, it's a 40-mile-an-hour tropical storm. And look at that wind field. That wind field extends way out here. You know, we don't usually see that here with tropical storms in the Atlantic. But wind field is pretty big. You can see it's going to make its way to the north. And then, just so we know, just so y'all have an idea, we will be doing and talking about storms making landfall. And we'll be doing coverage of not only In-fa, but also Nepartak too, when it makes landfall there in northern Japan. Unfortunately, it's Hawaiian Standard Time, I think, 2 a.m. Hawaiian time. Well, yeah, I'll be up 2 a.m. Hawaiian time. That's like, maybe like 7, 8 a.m. my time. So when this makes landfall Tuesday, I should be 5 a.m. Hawaiian Standard Time. So these are the tropical storm force wind speed probabilities. Still, the tropical storm force wind speed probabilities are still pretty low right now. But as the storm continues to get closer towards Japan, the tropical storm force wind speed probabilities are going to increase. And I just got a... Gotta show you something. Hold up. Ooh! Like this. I don't know if I'm allowed to show this. Well, yeah, it's DT. Yeah, I can show this. There's another tropical system behind 90L and kind of nearby too. The upper low tropical wave combo of Hispaniola may have some chance of development eventually through models, but the models generally don't think so. So again, here's that tropical wave. Can I just... I don't think I can get a... But there's that. I also want to just point that out too. Stormy tropics. Alright, I just want to give that little update there too. I'm going to finish talking about this first. That's the wind history. But seriously, the wind fields on these storms are huge. Like, I'm still just kind of like, how is the wind field on this that big? Like it's because the storm is just so large. So, what we were sort of talking about was the fact that we do have, excuse me. This is gonna load anytime soon. Please load. I don't have all friggin' day. There's some rotation in that. I see some rotation in that. There's definitely, I do see a little bit of rotation out. Quite a bit of convection in this system. Just off the coast of, where is that? North of Puerto Rico. Wow, look at that. There's a huge amount of convection in this system right here. Look at that convection, ladies and gentlemen. Just truthfully and honestly, the convection is incredible. So, alright, I don't want to keep y'all all day. Do I need to... Oh, I got another text. Wonderful. So we're gonna start upping our estimates. I think for 90L of 1012 millibars. For 15 ET, 15 Z, 35 miles per hour, air pressure 1012 millibars. These clouds are honestly incredibly. I'm gonna do zoom in right here. And I'm gonna do infrared and just see just in the past 2 hours. So there's not a huge amount of convection, but there's certainly a little bit of convection going on with these systems right out here. But mainly we're seeing a lot of convection with this system off the coast of the United States, so southeastern United States. Alright, does anyone have any comments, questions, or concerns? Feel free to go in the chat below. And oh yeah, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel for more tropical content like this video and all the other videos I've done in the past. Next video will definitely be today. I'll be doing a mix of videos and streams throughout the day and through the rest of the hurricane season. Oh, that's not good. What's going on? That's a problem. We have a problem. Okay, I just fixed that. I literally just touched it. It's fine now. Thank God, we got one more image coming up, and then that's it for today, guys. I'm honestly hungry already. I want more food, even though it looks like I don't eat anything. I do. Trust me, I eat food. Can this storm be named? Absolutely. This storm could certainly be named if it develops. But based on the models, the system over the Caribbean, does not look like it's going to develop at all. Okay, we got here. All right, let's So this is what they're saying here. 90L, 1013 millibars, 25 knots, about 30 miles per hour is what they're seeing. So the Go 16 infrared. Wow, that looks like it's getting a lot more organized right here. Actually, I need to. So you can kind of see center circulation right there, roughly. So a lot of convection with this system. Again, this is associated with the cold front, so it won't be like a storm that we usually get every day during the hurricane season. Unfortunately, I will be going to college, and unfortunately, that didn't make any sense. Unfortunately, I will not be able to do my streams like I do during the summer. I have school and stuff. But hopefully, if it's a weekend and I have time off and it's not super busy, I can actually get it all in, which would be amazing, which would be fun, it would be great. But unfortunately, again, school starts on the 30th, so hopefully, October, November, September, October, November, all that comes, and there's still a chance I can do live streams about some catastrophic hurricanes coming through the Atlantic, because that's really going to college now, so things are going to get interesting. If you have any other questions, you can also email me at hurricanewatchteam@gmail.com. You can DM me on Instagram at hurricanewatchteam. You can, we have a Twitter, we have YouTube, so there's many ways you could reach out to us if one way or another doesn't work. But that's it today, guys. Talk to you guys later. I'm going to give you all a few minutes if you have any questions. And then we're going to wrap this up. And next update will be today. Oh, wait, what did you say? And we have one more thing to show. Also, unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know, the reconnaissance has been canceled for today. So there will not be a reconnaissance aircraft today. And finally, we have one last thing to show and to talk about today. Alright, here we go. We're in this 98E right over here, moving away from the United States and Mexico and Central America. As this moves away, as this system moves away, it's going to really make it up a little bit better. Then we got this system right down here in the Caribbean. Not much to worry about. We got this system that we were just talking about in this 90L. Produce some heavy rain and some gusty winds. Mainly heavy rain and flooding will be the biggest threat with Florida region in southeast United States. Here we have, there we go. There is Typhoon In-fa. Producing just right off the coast of China. And then that last system, I keep forgetting the name of it. Nepartak. Can be China landfall. So again, we will be doing live coverage of all these systems all the time, but we'll be doing live coverage of In-fa making landfall, Nepartak making landfall, and any other systems that do in fact make landfall along any coastlines in any major country. So guys, that's me for today, guys. This has been your latest update on the tropics. That is going to conclude it for me. And with all that being said, have a wonderful rest of your day, and peace out.